Welcome to Grace Today, a daily vlog designed to encourage you and equip you with the Word of God. Let's begin.
All right, friends, we're going to continue to talk today about Luke chapter 12, verses 54 to 59. This final section in Luke chapter 12, an amazing truth, these two key warnings that Jesus gives here. He gives a warning about rejecting the Messiah. He gives a warning about final judgment. And as I mentioned on Monday, we've been trying to do this week is think through, categories of applications. And these we can apply to all kinds of texts of the Bible. The first thing we looked at on Monday, what are the causes to worship? What in this text drives us to worship? Second, what are the truths to embrace? And in this way, we're thinking of what are things that we have thought differently about that should correct our thinking, truths to embrace, to refine, to redirect, to correct our thinking when necessary. Yesterday, we talked about the idea that unbelief is the problem. It's not a matter of lack of evidence. It's a matter of unbelief for unbelievers, right? Well, another truth in this passage that sometimes we have a hard time embracing is Christ as judge. And we've talked about this throughout this section. So we've gone through a few texts recently where this passage or these passages really do emphasize that Christ is the judge. We don't like that often. We don't like to think of Christ the judge. We don't like to think of final judgment. We like to think of love and the offer of salvation. And we should like to think of love and the offer of salvation. We should also embrace the truth of Christ as judge because that will motivate us. It will remind us of what eternal stakes are at hand, friend. And so we don't shy away from the truth that Jesus is coming back to judge. Instead, we embrace that truth and we embrace, as we said on Monday, that he is the perfect righteous judge. These are good things. These are reasons to worship him. And they're also motivations for us. So while we may not find it pleasant, we don't shy away from the truth that Christ is judge. We embrace the truth that Christ is judge because that will motivate us to go out and tell people the gospel truth that will save them from that judgment to come. So spend some time today meditating on this truth. If there have been any ways that you have shied away from this truth in the past, ask the Lord to forgive you that and to help you embrace this truth, renew your mind with this truth, that it might show fruit in your life, and that fruit being evangelism. I love you, Grace Community, and I'm praying for you. Have a great day.
Thanks for tuning in to Grace Today. For more information on Grace Community Baptist Church of Elgin, Texas, and how you can support this ministry, check out the links in the description below. See you tomorrow.